Welcome to the module 2. In module 2, I'll be discussing how you can use those tools, especially PyMol, how you can process those ligand files, how you can process receptor file, how you can use protein data bank to get your own files. All those things I'll be explaining in this particular module, and we will have those files ready so that you can use Autodoc tools to further process those files. So I hope this particular module is going to help you understanding why we are processing those files and why it is important to refine ligand and receptor files. So without any delay, let's complete this particular module. Okay, let's get started with the docking process. In the first module, we have already covered what are the tools that are required, what are the softwares that are required for molecular docking. Now what we need is we need to download all the files, and then we have to proceed from there. So for that, we have to go to protein data bank. So we'll type protein data bank in the Google search tab. It will direct us to protein data bank website, where we can find out the structure that we want to work with. So there are different structures that are available. There are different types of protein molecules that you can use. It depends upon what kind of docking you want to perform, right? So let me clear this. I'm going to show you molecular docking with one particular example, specifically containing the bacterial protein. And if you have your own protein, your own ligand molecule, then you can use the same process to follow, but it might be a little bit different. All the data that I'm going to use might be different. For example, protein ID will be different, the active site will be different, so that you have to find out. And if you're finding any trouble, any difficulty, then you can contact me. We can have the session, and you can also ask questions regarding your project. I'll be happy to answer that, right? So this process you can follow for your particular protein. And I'm going to show you this entire process specifically for the protein called LAS-R protein. So LAS-R, I'm going to type in the search box of protein data bank, and then I'll get a lot of different structures that LAS-R proteins will have in protein data bank. And then based on which protein structure you want to work with, you can select a particular protein structure, and then you can follow all the processes that we are following with that particular protein. Now in this case, I'll be working with one of the structure that I've already used quite a lot in my publications also, which is this one. So structure of Pseudomonas aeruginosa LAS-R ligand binding domain bound to its autoinducer. So in my case, the particular protein that I'm interested in contains a particular ligand already bound in the active site. Sometimes you have ligand bound, sometimes you have protein where there is no ligand present. And then how you identify that particular site is also something is very, very interesting question, and that will depend upon the protein of interest that you're working with. As I told you, that you can contact me and we can figure that one out. For example, in most of the cases, you will have a protein where there is a active site for that particular ligand molecule, and you can use that particular information to perform molecular docking. So in this one, we will be doing site-directed molecular docking experiment where we know the site and we know the molecule. Next aspect is usually molecular docking is done to find out inhibitors. For example, you can actually see here it's bound to its autoinducer. So that's a natural ligand molecule that is naturally present in case of Pseudomonas aeruginosa. But you can also see there are homologs or different compounds already bound to this particular protein. So that means we are trying to identify different molecules that can bind to this particular site. But if you consider your molecular docking experiment, you have to design in a way that you have to perform the molecular docking of natural ligand, in this case AHL molecule. Natural ligand will be docked onto the protein molecule as a control experiment, and then you have to perform, and you will see that how much score you're getting, what are the amino acids that are getting used in this interaction, and then you can follow the same process with the compound that you're interested in, maybe a phytochemical, maybe an antibiotic, antimicrobial agent. You can do that. So, and then that will be the second experiment, and then you can basically dock various molecules and compare them, and the best pose or the best molecule that you get from your docking experiments, you can take further for your lab experiments to test whether it is actually inhibiting that particular process or not. In this case, what we are doing is we are targeting a protein called LAS-R protein, and this is the signaling molecule that controls the virulence and biofilm formation in case of bacteria called Pseudomonas aeruginosa. So in this case, what we are going to do is we are going to process these protein molecules. We are going to take the ligand molecule out, and then we are going to perform the molecular docking with that. I will also show you that if you get another molecule, maybe from a different database, for example, you're interested in a particular inhibitor, then how you're going to prepare the ligand molecule, how you're going to prepare the protein molecule, and the entire process is going to provide you, detailed insights into the protein docking process. Okay, so let's get started by downloading this file. So you can download the file from here also. You can click on this structure and open this structure, a specific structure, and you can read about the detailed information. I've made detailed video or a detailed particular module on Protein Data Bank itself. So my courses, if you have already taken it, I'm sure that you are already familiar with Protein Data Bank. If you are not aware of that, I request you to take those courses and understand Protein Data Bank in detail. In this case, I'm just going to go ahead and download the legacy PDB file format, and immediately you will see that this file is being downloaded over here. And this is the file that I can open in various tools that are available and various softwares that are available, right? So this is very, very important for us to get the Protein Data Bank file. And then we will see what are the different steps that are required next. So I have to go to the folder where this particular file is stored, right over here. So now I will take this file. And if you remember in the first one, what we have done is we have created a docking folder where we have this particular folder and one particular file, which is winner.exe file already stored. So create a folder where you can keep on storing those files, right? So now we have a file called 2uv0. It's a PDB file, and another file is winner.exe. Now I need to further do is I need to process this particular protein structure. I also need to take the ligand molecule out. So I'm going to use Pymol to do that. So I'll be opening this file with Pymol, and that is why I told you that we require Pymol for this specific purpose. So in this case, you can see the protein is having 4 domains, 4 different chains, and we are interested in only one because they are all replica of the single unit. So in that case, what I'll do is I'll just delete the chains, different chains, and I'm going to remove atoms. I'll also remove the water molecules. So water molecules are also removed, right? And as I told you, I have made courses on Pymol. 2 courses are already there. That will make you understand what I'm following and how these changes are being made in a particular structure. So please, also go through those courses. So as you can see over here, we have a protein structure, we have a ligand molecule. So in this case, what I have to do is I have to extract this particular ligand molecule, and how I do it, and everyone has their own way. I'll go to the sequence tab right over here, S, and I'll select all those residues by clicking on residues for selecting. So let me click on residues on selecting, and I'll select all the residues except the ligand one. Now it's been selected, and I'll just remove atoms. Now you can see only the ligand molecule is there. So this is the step 1 you have to perform. You have to select the residues and delete everything. I think one residue is still left. Yeah, over there. So if that happens, you also delete that, remove atoms. As you can see, the ligand molecule is there in a unique conformation. Most likely it is present in the most stable or minimized energy conformation. So let's save this file. For that, what we have to do is we have to go to File, we have to export molecule, and then save this. And I have to direct this to that particular docking folder right over here. I need to change this to PDB and then name it as LIG. You also do the same thing. So this will be the ligand molecule. And then what I can do is I can just delete everything, because now I need to have that particular protein structure. So I'll just take this particular structure that we have downloaded to UV0, and then again open this with Pymol. And as you can see, a new window will open up. Right over here, the same kind of structure you will see. You will go to sequence tab, and then you will go to selecting chains, and then delete all the chains that you have previously deleted, remove atoms, and then also remove water molecules. And in this case, now what we have to do is we have to remove the ligand molecule. So we'll go to the residues. Remember that, because then only you can select the ligand molecule. So you go zoom in and then only select the ligand molecule. You can see it's been selected, and go to SELEA remove atoms. So as you can see over here, now we don't see ligand molecule. This is the protein called LAS-R, and it has that particular ligand molecule, and now it's removed. So this is our receptor, and I'll save this, export this molecule as a receptor in the same folder called docking, and I'll save it as a PDB file, not a PDB MMCIF file. This is the default storage file format. So you have to change this to PDB. So now it's been changed to PDB, and I have to save it as a REC. So I'll save it, and then I can close this, and I'll go back, and immediately you'll see that you have you have different files. You have file number 1, which is the main structure. You have ligand molecules separately. You have receptor molecules separately. What you can do is you can click on the receptor, open this with PyMol, and then again recheck that everything is fine. You can drag the ligand molecule right over here, and immediately you'll see that it will occupy the active site, and that is how it's going to confirm that you have that particular structure. This color is changed of the ligand molecule, so it's a new entity. So you can actually see, and this is another way you can create new entities in a particular PyMol session also. So now I'm going to close this, and this is how we prepare the protein structures and the ligand structures by using PyMol first, and now we have to process them with a different tool, and we have to get the specific files. Alright, so that was for the protein and ligand molecules where the crystal structure is available, where the ligand is also present inside the protein structure. Now, what if you don't have the ligand molecule with the protein molecule, or you're interested in any other molecule that you want to dock? So in that case, what you have to do is you have to again go to Google and go to a database. You can use PubChem database. This is one of the important database that is being used to get the ligand molecules, and you can use different databases like Drug Bank, another database that you can use, and you can also use ChemSpider. You can also use Zinc databases. There are many databases that you can use. In this particular exercise, we are going to use PubChem, and when we'll go to PubChem, you can see you will get the option to search for the molecule. I'm going to just type AHL. AHL is the autoinducer molecule of the Pseudomonas aeruginosa, the same molecule that we got from the crystal structure, and you can type any other molecule that you are interested in, right? So as you can see over here, we have 3-oxo C6 AHL where the chain length is C6. I'm interested in the chain length where you have 12 molecules, so this is the one that we are interested in. And there are analogs also you can use for, certainly you can use for docking. These molecules can be used. So what you can do is you can just click on the molecule that you are interested in, and then go to this particular tab where you can see the structure, and in 3D you can see the confirmation like that. Now you can download the 3D structure, and most of the time you will not get a PDB 3D structure. You will get a 3D confirmation of that particular molecule as SDF file. So you can get that particular SDF file, download this file, and open this in the folder. It's there in the download folder. Great. And then that's the job you have to do right now. So now you have that particular file in the downloads folder right over here. You can check this by opening this file in any tool like you can use PyMol, you can use BioVia, but right now let's not do that. We can use Avogadro, and then we'll see what we have to do. Right now this structure is present in SDF file, so you need to probably optimize this particular molecule, ligand molecule. So for that we need to open the Avogadro. So we'll go to Avogadro, click on that. Now you can see Avogadro is open, and then what we have to do is we have to open the file. So I'll go to open, and I'll open the file. As you can see over here, file is open, and then we'll go to the icon which is right over here. Click on that which is written E, where you can see E, and then there is a small down arrow. That is the icon you have to click. It's the auto optimization tool, and this is going to basically optimize the ligand molecule. And we have to, in the force field, we have to use MMFF94. So this is the force field MMFF94 we are going to use, and use the default other default parameters and hit start. Now as you can see over that side, that this is going to optimize the ligand molecule. It's going to run for some time, and you can wait until it's finished. When it is finished, then you can save the file in the PDB format after you're done with the optimization. So for me it took quite some time, and after that I can see now it's been optimized. Now what I'll do is I'll just save this file save as PDB file. So you'll get all the options. I'm going to save it in PDB file, and I can basically save this in the download folder. I can directly save it in the docking folder right over here. So I'll save it and then minimize this. This is the SDF file, so I can cut that. It will also go into my folder called docking. So right over here, please pay attention over here that this is the same name. You'll get two files. One is PDB file, another one is SDF file. These are the molecules that are downloaded from the protein data bank. Not from the protein data bank, sorry, they are downloaded from the PubChem, and in PubChem you will get lot of molecules, and this is how you have to optimize every ligand if you are getting the SDF file. And there are other ways also, but this is the most efficient way, the way you can optimize the ligand molecule. And now you can also see these files by opening them in the tool. For example, you want to open this ligand file, and let's open in Pymol. This is the ligand that the natural ligand that was there. And then if we open the 3D conformer, and you can actually see it has the hydrogen already present, and in our case we don't have hydrogen, all the hydrogen in that case, but we only need polar hydrogens for molecular docking purposes. So you might have to optimize this ligand also further when you perform the molecular docking, right? So as you can see over here, this was the molecule that was downloaded, and as you can see over here, the second molecule was right over here. That was, and both have different conformations. So it's important to note that what kind of molecule that you are working with and which one you are using for molecular docking. It's very, very important. I'll show you what we do with the hydrogens later on. So I'll just close this down. Now, as you can see over here, we have one structure file, the parent structure file, where we have ligand and protein molecule. Then we have this file that we got from PDB, this file that we extracted from the protein data bank file itself. This is the receptor file. So these are the one that you need, and this is how you process your files to get these extra files. Now we have to take these files and process using Autodoc tools.